This video is about Married to Medicine. I haven't really did any videos on Married to Medicine because I haven't figured out what point I wanted to talk about because I'm still getting used to watching these ladies. I've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta for a while. So it wasn't hard for me to just pick out one person and, do a solid video and a title or just give a little quick thought or something. But I haven't really seen a lot of Married to Medicine. I saw it like when it first come out. Then I just fall off from it because I didn't want to be attached to too many reality shows because to me that's just a waste of time to try to keep up with all these shows. So I keep up with Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I like Married to Medicine. But I see why I just keep up with two. And I really wasn't keeping up Married to Medicine, but those are the two that I would watch. Now, my first Married to Medicine I'm going to talk about is Dr. Jackie and Buffy. I don't know what gave Dr. Jackie the idea. Who put that thought in her head? Was it production? I know they gave her a very elite position as far as she writing her book and getting this exposed and pressed. I guess she wanted to bring Buffy up there too. But to go up there and say Buffy can relate to her not being able to have a child because she infertile too, I don't know where she got the information from. But I didn't know nothing about Buffy's situation until this. But when Buffy explained that she's not infertile, she just can't, after about 4th or 5th month, she loses the child. I can relate to that because my little sister, me and her exactly 1 year, 2 months the date apart. And she's been pregnant probably 4 or 5 times, and she's lost every single child because she can't hold a child past the 5th month. Back then they called it an incompetent cervix. That's what they called it. The fact that she is RX factor, I'm thinking that may have had something to do with it too. But she said she used to get the shot for it. I didn't know about her getting the shot. But either way it goes, to this day, she hasn't been able to have any children. And I think her and her husband married like 22 years, something like that. They are separated now because they both have like mental issues that, when certain people don't get the help that they need, and therefore the family can't stay together because nobody know nothing about anything about how to deal with anything. But so she doesn't have any children. Then I have another sister. She lost a couple of kids, but her first one was stillborn. They had to end up taking the baby. And I think the next two, she kept trying to have a baby immediately afterward. And she lost those two. We finally had to fight it through with her and get her to wait a while. So she waited a while, and she finally ended up having my nephew. I think he's something like 28, 29. And she had a couple of kids since then. So, and I have another niece with my youngest sister. She's the baby of the family. My brother baby family. But she's the second to the youngest. Her daughter goes through the same thing Buffy goes through. And her very first child the child weighed like 16 ounces, 13 ounces when she born. My beautiful little niece, she's like 10. My nephew my grandbaby oldest grandbaby is 11. So that will make her older than him because she came early. She came 2 months early. before his birthday, so she's like a couple of months older than him. But she was a little tiny 16, 14 ounce baby. That young baby. 12 ounce baby. I know I said the baby born baby was the size of a Coke bottle or something because you can buy a bottle of Coke 16 ounce, 12 ounce. Anyway. So she had her early. They made it through all of these years, and now the child, what, she's 11 years old now, and she came early. Now my niece got pregnant again about a year ago. Beautiful little boy, and just like Buffy. Now the oldest one, she's a black man, but just like Buffy, my nephew, my niece has children from a white man, from a white guy. Well, she gave him his son. She ended up going into early labor with him because my father-in-law died. They didn't want to upset her, so when she found out the way she did, the girl just went into hysterics because she found out her granddaddy died, and she ended up going into labor early because the boyfriend couldn't calm her down. My sister on the phone couldn't calm her down. Nobody could calm her down. So they ended up sending her to the hospital, and she ended up having the baby early. He came, I think he was a little bit more than her oldest daughter. I think he was somewhere around a pound and something. So, because of who he was, I won't tell you who my sister say he is and the family is, but they lives in Kentucky. So, go with Kentucky. So, his mother, they got this specialist doctor who specializes in helping women, white women, have babies. And when they have babies, you don't help them to hold on to these children. So that's the doctor that her boyfriend mother got as her doctor. And that he's 1 year old now. Cute little beautiful little boy. I think he's one. I think he had his first birthday, I'm not sure. But you can just imagine what a child like that goes through. Everything that the doctor said that this child would go through when he went home and all of that, he been going through it. She got that one. Now I hear she's pregnant again. And I guess my sister asked her and the baby to move back home with her, because if this child has a baby, not only do the kids come early, but her kids manage to live, because I guess it's God's will that these children live, even though they come here weighing a pound, a pound or less, or a pound or more. So I get what Buffy is saying. Just like my niece. She is not infertile. She can get pregnant, boom, bam, boom, no problem. The problem is carrying the baby full term. So, in saying all of that, I don't know who advised Jackie to get up there and say what she said. Maybe she did it so she can get some action in a storyline. So she can get some popping storyline, because she was kind of boring, I guess. After the thing settled down with Candy and the surrogate thing. So, she gets up there and announces that this woman is infertile, which is as far from the truth as you can get. And people say, what difference does it make she can't have children? It makes a lot of difference. Buffy says she wants a baby. Buffy says she can get pregnant, but she can't carry the kids full term. She loses them. And there's some women that goes through that. So, with Jackie saying that, now she has to apologize. Now Buffy, look at Buffy, and Toya is like, really, Toya's a genuine person. I know Heavenly has a lot to say about Toya, and me and Heavenly actually had a conversation about her because even though I'm not in that rich status, I don't have to work either. Now I don't have the liberty to do what Toya do, to just spend money on whatever she want. Her husband works to pay for it. I don't have that on a husband, but I don't have to work. He pays all the bills and everything. But anyway, back to Buffy. Buffy, like, you did not really got up there and say I'm infertile. Look at her husband. That's her husband's like, and he's a white guy. This woman gets up there and tell the world that my wife is infertile. Now you know he feels some kind of way. And you know he'll probably say, well, you know, this and this and that, a certain way. But I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure because this show when the show everybody was talking in her ear, and they said Mariah was talking. Oh, Mariah was highly upset. But then again, I don't blame Mariah not one bit. The way Jackie did Mariah with that drug test, Mariah, I would do the exact same thing. I would be popping my mother off in Buffy's ear. How in the world Jackie thinks she can get up there and say something like, did she even ask Buffy to even talk about her? No, apparently not. Now, Buffy is sitting here, I guess just sitting here, and this is her husband right here. You can see where they probably already done talk, and she ready to lay in the Jackie. Well, I think he told him to take it easy on Jackie. Because look at him looking at her. He feels so bad for her. And she got her head held high. Oh, my husband gonna give me the, oh yeah, Jackie. So she tells Jackie how she feels about that. I haven't seen it yet because I think it's supposed to come on behind. Real Housewives of Atlanta is letting us see it free. I thank for them. But they're not showing Married to Medicine. So I'm only going by the clippings that I see. Like I always do. Even like I did with Real Housewives of Atlanta when I couldn't see it. I look at the clippings, I look at other people commentary and their videos, their blogs. And me and these coming up with these words. So I take from what they're saying, and then I formulate understanding about what's going on. And look at her face. Look at her husband. Look at her face. Now, you was wrong. And I guess she said her piece. Now that she said her piece, Jackie is forced to apologize because everybody's on Jackie. You was wrong. You apologize. So Jackie, I guess she apologized the first time. I don't know when. But then when they get to this dinner, they had to apologize. The parent had to apologize again. And she didn't like the fact that she had to apologize again. Buffy had much to say. And I'm pretty sure her husband had her back. Yeah, baby. Get her straight. Now, after Jackie done been exposed, they got to humble herself, whatever. She all mad. Heavenly here got so much to say. Oh, but Jackie didn't mean intent. Jackie didn't this. And Jackie know what, the thing about it, it's not what Jackie know. We know Jackie didn't mean any intent. We know that if the girl was actually infertile and Buffy actually was okay with her saying, that's for example, when people do speeches, they let people know, well, you know, when I do my speech, I'm going to use you as an example, okay? The person will say yeah or nay. That's all she had to do. And she would have known not to get up there and say the woman infertile means she can't get pregnant. She would have known maybe to get up there and say, well, Buffy, you can relate because and you know you want a child and your situation and however you would put that she keep losing babies, maybe she can refer her to somebody that can help her, like my niece's boyfriend's mother hired this, and he's a white specialist who help white women have children, carry their kids. She could have referred her. That could have been a relationship between them. But no, she want to get up there and see the woman infertile like her. She's infertile. And I'm a cousin. She married, she's like a cousin because we grow up. She's like a big cousin. But she married my actual cousin. And she's infertile because she's been on birth control, IUDs, all kind of things since she was like 12 years old. And she was 30 something, about 40 when she got married and tried to have a baby and got off all that stuff and couldn't have a baby. So he went out and she got babies all and got all these other babies out there. But to this day, she have not been able to have a baby. That's infertile. How she got infertile, I don't know, but I know that's how my cousin, how she's like a cousin. All of us kind of cousins down there, even though we're probably long distance. But her husband is actually my cousin. But then again, I got two cousins that married to each other. Anyway, it's just that from that little town, everybody related. We either married in or we cousins. But anyway, just because she infertile, because she didn't get to know Buffy, is probably why she didn't know. And that's a doctor's business, to get to know people you're talking about. How you gonna go out there and put somebody's business out there and don't even mention to them that you're gonna say something about them? Even if she had said it right, still, you did not connect with Buffy to see that it was okay. That could have been something y'all could have did an advocate thing on. But I don't think that's what Jackie wanted to do. I think Jackie just wanted to go and put Buffy on business out there. And it backfired. And now she all mad, got a nasty attitude with everybody. Oh, this is nothing to do with me. Woman, that attitude you beginning to look like evil. A 7-year-old. Anyway, I digress. Now here's Buffy and her husband. I mean, like, he got her back. He's a doctor. And he don't know a doctor that can help his wife hold on to babies. Anyway. So, heavenly. Now, they say heavenly. They say why heaven. Now I heard heaven say, well, I tell you what I said what heaven was saying. She just ranting and raving, carrying on about Jackie didn't mean no harm. And Buffy tell her to set the age up. And they left it off like that. And like Jackie said, not Jackie, like Heavenly said in her review after each show, she said they left out that part when she went ham on Buffy because nobody could tell her to shut the age up. And she just sit back and just do it or whatever. I think they did it that they left that part out and gave Buffy that. Because Buffy needed that. Because of what Jackie did. It's not unforgivable. But it's enough to upset somebody. And you being mad trying to defend Jackie. It's crazy. But anyway. I think they gave Buffy that when she, and like she said, they left that part out. Heaven said they left that part out when she went ham with her, telling her shut the age up. I think they left that out of the show because Buffy needed that after what Jackie did. This woman is hurting because she can't have a baby, and you comes up there and say something like that. Look at her husband. I think it hurt her husband when Jackie said what she said. because he wants a baby too. And they're probably not even, like I said, they could use a surrogate. I'm pretty sure they probably don't talk about surrogate. And if they do use a surrogate, I'm pretty sure they're not going to pick Jackie after what she say. But then they might, I don't know. But she wants the baby to hold on with baby. She would have to do like another cousin of mine who lose every single baby. But so they had to end up keeping her in the hospital for a whole about 6 months of her pregnancy. Last 6 months of her pregnancy, so she could hold the child, and she got one little beautiful child now. She's a grown woman now. But there are ways to hold on to these babies. So that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Ooh.